by Christopher Said, student rights.
December 16th, 17th. So we wore the black armbands to school. And when they asked Perry to take off his black armband, which we were wearing for two purposes, to mourn the dead in Vietnam, the Vietnam War was really escalating. There had been about 1,000 soldiers killed by that Christmas. In the end, there would be around 58,000 U.S. soldiers killed. So there had been only about one. And already thousands and thousands of Vietnamese had been killed. So we were really sad about the war, and we wanted to wear black armbands to mourn for the dead on both sides, and to support a Christmas truce that had been initiated by Robert Kennedy and with the North Vietnamese. And we said, yes, a truce is a good idea, and so we wanted to wear our black armbands. And Perry Hutchison wore his black armband, and they asked him to take off his armband, because the Des Moines schools superintendent and principals made it against the rules to wear black armbands. So Perry took off his armband, and so he wasn't suspended. But it could be the Perry Hutchison case, for all we know, if you would. But he went on, and we went on. John and I got suspended at Harding and North, and the case, we tried to negotiate with the school board, but they wouldn't change their mind. So it became a case, and the American Civil Liberties took the case, and it went to court, and in the end, we won at the Supreme Court in 1969. About teachers' rights and students' rights. It's very interesting, actually, because the rights of teachers and the rights of students go together. At times when students' rights are really at a high point, like with the ruling, in our ruling it said neither students or teachers leave their rights when they enter the schoolhouse gate.
Right.
And when things are bad for teachers' rights, things are also usually bad for students' rights. So they kind of go together usually. But I think your question is more about the power relationship kind of between teachers and students.
Like an instance in which a student was exercising their right to free speech maybe, but it was violating like a teacher's right to fully participate or teach their classes, or not a student's right to take an education.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a balance, because in the ruling in our case, they said that there are two things that students cannot do with their free speech. Cannot substantially disrupt school, and cannot impinge on the rights of others. So that's a big balance, and it's a big gray area.
One difference between students and teachers is that teachers are contract employees,
right.
So they have certain responsibilities to their employer that the students don't. But the point that the court was trying to make, I believe, when they said neither students nor teachers lose their First Amendment rights, is that everybody has the right to share what they think. In our case, people were wearing symbols to school. So the problem wasn't that we didn't have the right to wear a symbol to school. The problem was that the school didn't want us to express an idea that was opposed to the war. And that's true for teachers and students the same way. The school administration can't say to a teacher, you can't express this opinion. Okay, now they might be able to say you can't teach your students this opinion, but if you're walking down the hall and talking to somebody, teachers also have the right to share what they think with other people.